Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, everybody who tunes in, you see what time it is. Not sponsored by, but the beard brushes here. I'm that dude with the beard. This is the Bold Prediction Sports Media Podcast, and as tradition, that's Mr. KC, as you can see right there. My dog, my brother, my ute. If you're in Canada, you know what time it is. Hey, man, dude, two things. If y'all ain't been watching the show, or if you have been watching the show by now, you realize that me and Mr. Casey be nailing these picks, and almost like you can nail it to the wall. Like it's almost like if we say it, it's as good as gospel. But I'm not a blasphemer. But it's darn near close. And secondly, we coming at you every week with these picks, man. We gonna tell you what it is. Whether it's bet, it's the parlay, it's the woo man for the school man, because if you got prize picks, MGM, all that stuff, you done came up if you're listening to us. But as tradition, what I'm gonna do is like a Blam in the 1990s. I'm gonna go ahead and hand it over to Mr. KC. Mr. KC, what's going on, my youth?
Oh, another day in sunny paradise. A little chilly as you can see with the hoodie. Like we getting a little cold outside. It's going to be that time of the year, and you know what that means. It's just getting easier to hit on these picks. That's all that means. We're so far into the season, we see these underdogs from a mile away. We laugh at them. We can't believe them sometimes, and we give them to you, and I hope you catch them because it's crazy the way these be popping out.
It's so crazy that not only that, no. I'm sorry. Hold on. If you play Overwatch, let me go ahead and rewind with my tracer. It's not crazy, Mr. KC, because me and you, we're this is the Matrix, and we're like the Oracle, and you're almost like Agent Smith. like we know exactly what's happening. We're telling you what's going on. We're telling you how it's gonna be. And if you ain't made no money, or if you ain't listening to us, it's solely on you. It's solely on you at this point, because we are guaranteed. You can go through all the footage. We are more, and I'll be as bold as to say, if I'm a matter of fact, I'm still gonna give a handicap percentage. We're more than 89% proof on our picks, even though it's really about at the 94 mark. Like I said, I give a handicap. Like, dude, we're not the mainstream media. We're not the side media. We're not Nick writing them fake Kansas City fans. Kansas City fans only when they blowing up. Not talking about the Matt Castle days and the Damon Heward days and all that stuff. Not talking about Acho and them on Fox, all them bums, people, all the stuff. Shay's the only one who can slightly speak because he was actually on the team. But you see, he was even a non-factor on the team, but he know what time it is. Because you hear from real Chiefs people, real championship city people, LaShawn McCoy had no justice and no means in winning that Super Bowl. But shout out to him because he got it. Because you see, he jumped ship to Millie and went to Tampa Bay for the Goodbye Tom tour, and then he retired too. Long story
Right.
short, we giving you the rawest truth. This is why this is Bold Prediction Sports Media Podcast. Mr. Casey, I'm gonna be quiet. Let's regale the folks. Let's talk about some stuff.
Let's hit it. Let's get into the Jeff Bezos primetime bowl to kick off the week. As we do every week, that Thursday night action. We've got a banger of a matchup. This is one of the better Thursday night games of the year, folks.
Man,
We've got the Packers going to Detroit to play the Lions. The 9-3 Packers face the 11-1 Lions to decide the NFC North. We talk about the Kings of the North all the time. Look, they're here. It's here. It's this game. Let's get it. Let's go. What are you thinking?
you know what I'm thinking? And we got two live in with us. We keep realistic numbers. Everybody jumping in, jump out. Everybody who watch it in the future. If you watched the show previously, If you watch though for the last 2 years, it's the pack. The Packers are going to beat these Lions. They're going to drop to 11-2, but this is going to put them in flux for that number one position. Jordan Love and the Packers are going to the Super Bowl. This is my Super Bowl pick out the NFC. I will not waver. They are looking strong. They look good. You can say the same exact thing about the Detroit Lions. You say it about the quarterback, maybe MVP discussion. You can say that in the running back position. The only question is that wide receiver outside of, you know, Amon Ra. So at the end of the day, though, it's the pack. It's Jordan Love. It's Christian. It's everything that you need it to be. It's them wanting to be in the rematch of the century for the three-peat. They want to be in. They want to be in history. It's the Packers over the Lions.
Now, the Lions are my Super Bowl pick. The Packers are your
That
Super
they
Bowl
are.
pick.
That they are.
This this is actually kind of surprising of a pick for me because I also believe in the Packers this week. Now that's going to blow a lot of people away. If you're one of these Lions fans going, "Oh, the Lions," I was shouting them out before you were.
Before
Shouting them out before you were.
and I don't mean to cut Mr. Casey off long before you were. This man has been in the ring with that boom box for years. So if you think that Mr. Casey is not with the Lions, you're crazy. He's saying this because this is both for the sports media. This is the realist. This is the truth that you're gonna get. And I'm gonna
Look,
say that.
let's break down the line for you guys. Let's break down some gambling facts to give you a little taste of what we're looking at. So we have a 3.5 point spread. Vegas
Mm.
has been giving out about a 2.5 to 3 point advantage all season long for the home team.
Oh
So
yeah.
we'll call it Vegas is telling you they really only believe the Lions are favored by one. But
Right.
let's look at the betting percentage with an over under of 86% of the public betting on the Lions. 86%. That gives us 14% saying, hey, it's Green Bay. This is a closer matchup than what the fans are predicting. Vegas is telling you it's a closer matchup than they're predicting. Look, they have an over under of 51 and a half, and I think the over feels very comfortable in this game. You're going to get a plus 155 for picking the Packers money line. And look, if you want to take that spread, take that 3.5 point spread and feel comfortable for even money. Get that 115. So it's a little less than even money, but we're still right there. We're still right
Yeah.
about it.
Uh, and at the end of the day, I I want the big money. So you know what you need to take if you're listening. But a lot of y'all don't. So we'll see what happens. We will continue to make money. Y'all can continue to try if you think you can best our judgment. I'm leaving it at
Yeah.
that.
And if you're going to question it, go ahead and take a gander at the injury report as well. See what other factors could be deciding, a conversation. Look, this is a short week game in a dome. Like this is favorable for the Packers. Like it's
Oh
a
God.
big game though, huge game, NFC North deciding type game. It's a 3-man race up there in the North, and the Lions need this win to seal it. They win this game,
And see,
they put they're locking up the North.
and that's how you know that they're gonna lose this game because the same. I hate to compare similarities. It's like the Chiefs sealing that deal early. Besides us going ahead and locking up a wild card spot, um, the Lions already avoided Green Bay on Thanksgiving. Jordan Love told us last year that he know what time it is with them Lions and he got their number, and I thoroughly believe him. And this is that time he's gonna show it, and they got their number, and this is rare that me and Mr. KC are on the same side of a Lions pick where they're not winning.
Jeez. That speaks volumes by itself, folks. That's all I'm gonna tell you. That's how I feel about this Packers pick this week though. Like it's there. It's free money.
Yes, gotta do it.
All right, next on the list to kick off the Sunday slate to get us going, we have the Raiders versus the Buccaneers.
And if you looking to just add a leg to your parlay that you know should be a simple win, you want to take the Bucks in this game because the Raiders are thoroughly done. They're in the quarterback hunt. They've been swept by the Kansas City Chiefs, and they lost in obliterating coaching fashion. It's not Chiefs luck. It's not referees, as you often like to say, and all this extra BS. These are the rules of football. It's not our fault that that Las Vegas don't know how to play football. To me, it's not even surprising at this point.
Yeah. We're
Like,
gonna call that. We'll put that in the they gave up parlay. The Raiders
right.
don't want to win.
We got to
There's the
shine a
last thing
light
they
on
want.
them. Where you at? It's crazy. It's crazy. So anyway, if you want to make money this week, the Bucks is where it's at. Adam has a leg. It's the guaranteed leg. This is almost lock of the week. I
Right.
ain't even heard the whole schedule, but this is candidate for lock of the week.
Well, speaking of another one, Browns versus Steelers.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's a wrap. I told y'all the Steelers were gonna win the North. We've been talking about it all year, and I like to go ahead and revert to last weekend. And you see how the Steelers continue to find ways to win, no matter who's the quarterback, which is classic Mike Tomlin. It don't matter who's back there. He can turn shit into good gravy enough to put over your turkey and your rice. I'm like, it's good enough. So at this point, if you don't think the Steelers are not going to win the North, or they're not viable in the early rounds of the playoffs, then you're crazy. Because I've been trying to tell you since it started. The next loss I see for the Steelers is December 25th when they have to play the champions, and that's it.
And they're going to tell you, folks, they're going to tell you nobody predicted the Steelers. Nobody could have seen it coming. Nobody. Yep. There it is, folks. There it is. Just another little snippet for you. A little check mark box. Look, and obviously this is an obvious pick for the Steelers. The Browns are sitting at 3-9. They really don't want to win this game either. Even though this is a divisional opponent, so if you're going to play spoiler, this is the week to do it. But why mess up the draft pick when you need to throw a dart at quarterback as it is? Because you can't afford the bum that doesn't play anyways.
They're in a different situation, and we're already seeing the fruits of that. They wing up Bo Nix, and he's semi revived the franchise.
Hmm.
And now Cleveland do the same thing, which, like I said, has been the lock, and a conversation years past me and Mr. Casey had, which was the worst trade in NFL history. And the fact that Cleveland is still suffering for it shows you that another thing. There's the nail. I'm the hammer, right on the head.
Right. Absolutely. We got another one for you. Panthers versus Eagles.
Ooh, Panthers versus the Eagles. If the Panthers want to do something, they would have done it by now. So we're gonna go ahead and go with the obvious pick here, the Eagles.
Yeah. Yeah, we're going with the obvious Eagles pick here. Look, the Panthers are losing, but they are feisty. They are feisty. Bryce Young, what the most big plays the last 2 weeks, like nine of them or something like that. Like just showing room for improvement. At least you've seen like a turnaround of hope for the Panthers. Look, the season's over.
I, I wouldn't even call it turnaround for hope. It's just this Alabama pick trying to ride out at least another season to make sure that check's solidified. Uh, It's still trash organization. You still need to throw dynamite in that front office. You got to do it. It's the only way. It's the only way. Because at this point, Jalen Hurts is the best Alabama quarterback of all time, and he ain't won nothing. And that goes to show you how far the fucking goalpost is. Excuse my French family.
Right, right. It's right there though.
Do
All
we
right,
got any comments, Mr. KC?
we got a couple out there. Uh,
Oh,
let's see these comments real quick. Shout out to the Detroit Lion fan. Shout
hello
out
there,
to you.
Detroit. Yes, sir. Shout out to you.
And
My man.
Anthony, well, Anthony wanted to shout out to you
Well,
too. So
shout
shout
out
out.
to you, Anthony Mormon. Shout out to you. Let's do it. The Book of Mormon, man. Shout out to the Israelites. All that. Whatever you gotta do. Yeah, we own it. Boom, blam. Let's do it. He said, my last time we got nothing to do with that shit. I'm just happenstance. What's the game, Mr. Casey?
uh, this is one where you got to question it. We've got the Saints versus the Giants. Who wants to lose more?
It's definitely the Giants at this point. You traded away Vanilla Vic. You've made no move to try to improve the wide receiver room outside of Malik Neighbors. The running back room is a mystery. It's a lotto draft. Uh, your defensive line is a joke. Um, and I hate to say it, and I'm gonna stand on it for the next 3 to 4 years. I have officially washed my hands of the New York Giants, the organization as a franchise, from the leadership all the way down to the players outside of Malik Neighbors. I will forever be a fan of you, Malik. I'll give you props whenever I can. And since Vanilla Vic is gone, I ain't got to say too much more because I'm always rocking with Vanilla Vic. Fuck the Giants, fuck them, and everything they stand for as a label. Like I was Tupac back in the '90s, and and they're losing. It don't matter who they get at this point because they won't get new leadership. So that's my take.
Yeah, and I'm trying to get you there all year. Oh, probably part of last year too. I was trying to get you there. Look, these Giants are trash. I'm going to throw this game into the uh, guaranteed. They gave up pile two, so I like this. The Giants losing to the Saints. So pick the Saints and pick the Buccaneers over the Raiders. We got two dogs in the parlay. And the third leg of that parlay is this next game. We have the New York Jets going on vacation down to Miami to play the Miami Dolphins.
Yeah, and I'll go ahead and take the Jets in this game because I don't believe in Miami at all. And now that we're finally here, we can serve up some of that crow that I told Mr. KC he had coming for his pick last week. So let's go ahead and put the sandwich together with a little cheese on it. And who cares about the Dolphins? Bottom line,
Well,
the
the,
Dolphins. What a joke! What a
the
joke!
problem is the Dolphins are currently sitting at 5-7, and I don't know if 10-7 if they win out. I
They
don't
won't.
know if 10
You've
and
been saying that
7
for the last 4 weeks. They won't. And you
they
refuse.
won't.
Like
They
you just
won't.
said, literally in the last segment. I finally listened, and you still won't give me your ear.
But I'm just saying if they
Go ahead. You
magically
see,
did.
and the butt, but see, the butt led off the whole statement. But go ahead.
It did big, huge. It's a big. That's a Nicki Minaj style butt here. Look, it is about as big as it gets. But if they did magically go 10-7, they win out. They win the next 5 games. I think they still miss the playoffs. So it's pointless. It is. We've gotten like I want to root for you, Dolphins, but it's what are we talking about for the
Well,
rest of
go
the
ahead and
season
pick the
here?
right team this week. Stop looking crazy.
Oh, it's the Dolphins. The Dolphins winning this week. The Jets have given up. The Jets are done. This is going in my.
Didn't
They
you say
gave
that
up
last
parlay.
week?
Yeah, and the Jets lost last week.
No, I'm talking about the Dolphins.
No, I said the Dolphins needed that damn win. I said they needed
You picked
every
them to
bit of it,
win.
but I didn't bet it. You talked me out of betting it because it was too damn cold. It was too damn cold to be betting damn Dolphins in Green Bay. So I do got to appreciate the money in the pocket from disappearing because it was close.
Chat,
I
chat,
started thinking about the ice cubes,
chat.
and I
Y'all
was like,
watching this?
it ain't working.
Chat, y'all watching this? That's all I can say. Chat, y'all watching this, man?
You pick the Jets.
The Fins are
Look,
gonna lose, man, because they're fucking losers. Just like the Jets. Like I don't even see where we're going.
look, I
What's
want
the
to
next
say they're
game?
not, but I want to say the Dolphins are not. But the record does speak for itself. Look, you can win this weekend and still,
You're fucking
y'all
losers.
still losers. Like, and it's just by definition. Look, this is just Webster. Okay, I didn't call you it. It's just the definition. Damn
Look,
it.
man, because we're not insane. Definition of insanity, we're not repeating the same shit over and over until you it's a different outcome. Well, Mr. KC's slightly insane, but he's coming up out of it. We've been working it. I'm gonna get him out of there, y'all. But chat, y'all see it. Y'all see it. Y'all can please tell him in the comments that the fucking Dolphins are trash. I ain't never asked y'all for nothing. Tell him. Golly. Oh,
I got a
anyway.
ooh, I got a dumpster fire of a game for you.
Ooh, love those.
AFC South Showdown. This is like a classic.
Oh,
Classic
you're talking
AFC
about a
South.
raging dumpster fire.
We're talking fucking
Springfield's tire fire.
you poured gasoline on this bad boy too. There was no delaying a big poof of fire. That's how big this dumpster fire is.
Just like
Jaguars versus Titans.
oh god. The only answer is who cares? Who
Mm.
cares? No, nobody, none of them. Titans. I'm going with the Titans. I'm done with the Jacksonville Jaguars until further notice. That's two teams this year I had to officially renounce: the Giants and the Jags.
Yeah, and without Trevor Lawrence, look, this 2-10 looks like a blessing. The Titans are playing for pride. They're not one of these throw it in the towel teams. But I think I'm going to throw this in there because I think the Jags have officially entered that category. And look, it's a minus 200, but for these dumpster fire teams that have given up, this is my best odds yet. I've got a 14 parlay of dumpster, of giver uppers. The season
These are
is
them
done.
dumpsters. Right, real talk.
Next game, this season is not done, but this team desperately needs a win, and I just don't see how it happens. That is the Falcons playing the Minnesota Vikings.
Hmm. And I'm gonna do what I always been doing. Kirko Chains, get it together. I'm going with the Falcons because they gotta win the NFC South. And I'll be down there in a few weeks. I'm gonna test the temperature of the locals. We'll have a few videos and everything. Yeah, Bold Prediction Sports Media is finally traveling. We're going to Georgia, and we're gonna check the temperature of the Falcons, especially as we get closer to the playoff season.
Yeah, I just don't see it. I think this might be the Buccaneers playoff. This is where they get a little space. It's hard for me to pick Kirk Cousins going up to Minnesota. I can't be a believer.
I don't
I'm
see why
probably way
not.
off the
I'm
bet.
always a believer in a revenge game.
Yeah, yeah. You got hey, there's a little juice there. You're juicing me up a little bit. Oh, I
Yeah,
like this.
let's talk about it. Let's talk about it, big bro. I'm just saying, you Kirkland Chains going back to Minnesota. The dude who you drafted as replacement not even playing. Now you got Sam Darnold out here. You don't think Kirk Cousins, if not have the same record, but might even be better with the same people he had continuity with this whole time? Him and Justin Jefferson put up one of the best seasons in NFL history.
Yeah, it's super close. Ah, it's a little closer, but
It's
look, there's a five and a
closer.
half points. We're looking at a 5.5 point spread. Over under of only 45 and a half. Only 13% of the public agrees with do with the beard. This one feels a little, I don't know about the Falcons. I just
Atlanta.
don't.
Atlanta. I'm with you. Y'all my second home. I'm with y'all. Let's do it. Let's walk in a trap. Take over they trap. Let's do it.
I just, I don't know. Look, the Vikings win this game and Detroit loses on Thursday. They start becoming in position to maybe possibly win the North.
The only reason why the Vikings was the kings of the North because they had Kirk Chains. That's done and done.
Hey,
And that ain't nothing but
there can be some
facts.
juice there.
And now they
This
kings of the South.
this next game decides the NFC West. We got the NFC West on the line here, and kind of surprised at who the favorite is here. Wasn't expecting this, but we have the Seahawks versus the Cardinals.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, you know I'm going with the Seattle Seahawks in this game because, like I said, they're going to be in a championship game versus the Packers to go to the bowl. I got the Seahawks winning. Ain't no questions about it for me.
I've got the Cardinals. This is their chance to take the NFC West. They need it.
Ooh,
They need it.
Seattle don't.
Oh, well, hold on. We got unfazed here. He said Sam Darnold is the ginger of all gingers.
You tell me a ginger quarterback who's won a Super Bowl. So, like we were saying, I need Geno Smith to go ahead and take care of this. Scroll through every data bank you got. But like I
I'm
said,
going. I'm going by
I
year by
know that.
year.
Scroll. And both of y'all, you and unfazed. Is he unfazed by the question? He can scroll through his data bank, Google data bank, whatever you got to do. Because he wasn't starting if he won
Mm.
Super Bowl. He's probably on the bench, third team, second string, third string, whoever string. But at the end of the day, like I was saying, oh, you are you afraid of the dark? Are you afraid of the dark? He's a good point. I was talking regular shit. Okay, I'm sorry, man. Well, I'm fade. You still my dog though, 100%. He might be the ginger of gingers. He might very well be. But
He's
shoot,
close to it. I mean,
like
it
like
is.
like what Undertaker told Shane McMahon at WrestleMania, it still won't be enough.
Brad Johnson. Did Brad Johnson have red hair?
No, he did not.
Oh no, that's the answer I'm getting.
Yeah, no, he did not. Not Brad Johnson. Hell no. Brad Johnson? No. No, Ginger. Stop playing. So what's the
No, no, no.
next
I'm pulling
game?
up the picture. I'm pulling up a
Get
picture and see how
get put
close.
on that. And then when I'm right again, he need to eat a crow sandwich live, y'all. I'm tired of being the oracle and telling this man.
No, I'm just googling. I'm not trying to. I'm not trying to. I didn't
You had
come
a
up with
better
the
shot
answer.
to see
That one
what
wasn't
color
off
Trent
my
Dilfer
head.
hair was before he went bald.
Man, it just doesn't look.
It ain't.
Eh,
It will never be.
the beard's looking a little gingery in one
Man, yeah,
picture.
no. You looking gingery, that's all. You seeing your beard
Yeah.
over the screen.
Well, this one looks a little. He got a smidgen. If we're looking at it, he got a smidgen of
I'm
ginger.
looking for it. Where is it? Because I'm looking for it. Where's that smidgen?
It's hard to find. Uh, Unfazed wants to know what time we're usually on. We're on about 9:30 or so Wednesday nights. Is when you can usually catch us. I also do a Sunday morning tailgate show that is usually like 8 or 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Is
Right.
is is what I'm going with. The Ravens said, "Go Ravens!" Shout out
Y'all
them Ravens.
go on to the bottom. Because y'all, at this point, the way y'all play, y'all be lucky to get a playoff spot. The AFC West looking like they trying to lock all of them up. And like I told you, Ravens fans earlier in the year, even though I mess with Big Trust, it's Pittsburgh. See, it's Pittsburgh time. Lock your windows and your doors, man. It's all what I've been saying. Y'all know what it's like. You just like that boy, what's his name, Big Butter, who's sitting there with his fist balled up, mad seeing Pittsburgh celebrate. Like I said, I love to see it. Because we sitting at 11-1, and I love to hear all the hate. And I'll tell, oh, the referees helped them block a kick. The referees made him hike the ball, and whoever this Mexican David Carr wasn't ready. The referees made sure that Isaiah Likely didn't catch the ball in the end zone. He was out of bounds. Good night,
Right.
Ravens. Ain't nobody talking to y'all. Ain't nobody scared of y'all. That's why I've been told you. That's why I picked y'all to lose last week. Ain't nobody scared of y'all run game, especially in Kansas City. We've been bottling up Derrick Henry for years. And Lamar. All y'all did was add two losers to one fucking pie wheel and already baked 6 times over.
Right.
Good night. I'm done hearing about the Ravens.
Speaking of the Chiefs, let's touch on this question real quick.
Who y'all think is starting at left tackle for the three-peat Chiefs this next game? Honestly, I don't know. Maybe it's probably the new John they signed. Uh, it could be anybody, man.
I think
The
it's
one
Joe
thing
Tooney.
you said you think it's who? Tooney, probably.
Yeah, I think they slide him back to the left tackle from left guard. I
Let's
think
see,
it's
because
easier for them to hide. Their backup guard is better than their backup tackle, so
for
I think they
sure,
just slide him over.
for sure. And like I said, it just all depends on the situation. Because Andy Reid is known to go with what he thinks is going to be right at the moment, and so we'll see. But you, Mr. KC, might have nailed this right on the head. Probably Joe Tooney, more than likely.
Yeah, because you're
Because
stuck in a. It's not the greatest position to be in. Look, and this is not what Andy Reid wants. This is not what Patrick Mahomes wants. We've been down this road before, but I
plenty
think
of
the
times,
natural. I think your best bet. Look, Joe Tooney's not the greatest left tackle, but look, we're running slim out of options, and it's a downgrade from him, in my opinion.
man,
Any which way you go, besides maybe the new guy. The new guy might, he's got some potential, but I have questions about health, especially for this week.
man. In this situation going forward. You're not lying, so we'll see. But like you said, our backup guard is better than our backup left tackle. So, so yeah, Joe Tooney slide your ass on out there, and that's your answer, good guy. He's got to do it at this point. We'll see.
He wants to know if let's see if I got that up there. I think I'm clicking it too many times. There
Yeah,
we
no,
go.
that's what I said. Yeah, Humphrey, like I said, he's a new guy. We'll see.
Yeah, it
He's got
depends
to
on
get
health.
acclimated and get in there. I'm surprised they didn't go and get who's old boy we had last year for the championship run at left tackle. What's the boy
Oh,
Donovan Smith? What's his name or something
yeah,
like that?
yeah.
So I
Yeah, I
mean,
was
like I
kind of
said,
surprised they went. I was actually kind of surprised they went with DJ Humphrey over him, but I mean, it's probably the ceiling is higher when healthy, so I
right.
can see it.
Right, and that's what I'm saying. So I said, you never know what Andy Reid and what they thinking over there. So we'll just have to see what they ride with. I don't know it's going to be better than when we played Tampa Bay in the Super Bowl when we was absolutely decimated. So the three-peat is intact.
Right. Next game on the list, we have the Bills versus the Ravens. We got this shout out to the Raven Gamer. This is the
Who's
game
at
he's been
home?
waiting for.
Who's at
Oh,
home?
Bills Rams. Bills Rams. Excuse me.
Oh,
Uh, I messed that all up. I got all excited about the Ravens. Got excited. I had to double check there.
just take a double look.
Yeah,
Are the Bills at home?
in LA, so no
I'm gonna
snow.
go ahead and go with the Rams then. This will be the upset we need to go ahead and start the Ash tradition Josh Allen roller coaster skid toward the bottom, especially heading into the playoffs. I like Matt Stafford. I'll always like Matt Stafford more than Josh Allen. I'm going with the Rams.
Yeah, I'm actually
Upset
going with the
alert.
Rams. Yeah, the Rams here have a lot of upset potential. They are the home team. Now, no real home field advantage in LA though. But you are out
They
in
got more
LA.
fans than the Chargers.
Yeah, true. True, and they need this to stay competitive. If you want to, I'm not saying the NFL is rigged, right? But if it was, and you were trying to create a storyline in the NFC West,
This
you
is
need the
it.
Rams to win today, and the Bills don't need this win. I mean, they need it for if you want first place overall for the
But
AFC.
they still waiting on us to lose a game to get that. So it's wishful thinking.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure they've got to like already have the AFC's pretty much locked up. I would imagine at this point.
Yeah, no, they already got the East locked up. Yeah, it's done.
Yeah, that's a wham bam. Thank you, ma'am. So this has upset potential to me. I might. This one makes me nervous throwing money on it just because the Bills have been so hot. But the Rams have been quite sneaky hot too. And only 9% of the public believes it.
I'm going with the Rams because they can go ahead and put this Bills thing to bed. Go ahead and humble them, humiliate them, cool them down, get Josh Allen back on that roller coaster heading down, feel that stomach drop.
Yeah. And the good guy says, I say give him a chance. We have him. We have nothing left to
But
lose. At left tackle thoughts. Yeah, I think once he's healthy, he is the
yeah,
left
let them
tackle.
go. But we got a lot to lose, so until he's ready, yeah, we want to see we want some guys in there to best put us in position for the three-peat. We gotta have it.
Right. No love for Amari Cooper. No, I'm
Who
not
is that?
Amari Cooper.
Who is Amari Cooper? Stop
Yeah, I'm not.
playing.
Yeah, not a believer. Not a
Yawn.
believer.
Four-letter word. Yawn. Ah. What's the next game, Mr. KC?
The next game on the list is the Bears versus Niners.
Ooh, Niners all the way. Not even a ooh. The Bears are trash. Caleb Williams is trash, like I've been saying all season. Me and Mr. KC been talking about it. Mainstream media try to push them down our throat. All that extra bullshit. I mean, I'm sorry, folks. All that extra BS. And me and Mr. KC been telling you from the jump. We need to see the product, and the product say y'all should have kept Justin Fields.
I'm going Bears over the Niners. The
What?
Niners, yeah, they got nobody healthy.
Two
They've
weeks
got
in a
no running
row.
backs.
2 weeks in a row, he's ready to eat that crow.
Yeah, I'll take it. Look, nobody's betting the Bears either. Look,
You want to know why? Because they're trash.
they are
What do you
trash.
mean?
The
What do you
49ers are
mean?
trash too, though.
They got more than 4 wins?
Barely. They got five,
I mean, the Bears got.
four.
Exactly. So, I ain't trying to hear what you're talking about. Good night.
I just don't. If the 49ers were healthy, I think this would be a 12-point spread. But is they're not. They're not. The Bears are trash, but this is a
But
whole trash
they're so trash that
dumpster
you're not
fire.
going to win. They can beat the Bears without Christian McCaffrey, and they could. I don't know why they wasn't sticking with
They're-
Jordan Mason and all of that
Mason hurt
stuff,
too.
huh?
Mason's hurt too.
Oh, he's hurt now. Oh
Yeah.
well, never mind. Well, that's it then. It's a
That's what I'm
wrap.
saying, bro. Like you started listing off like, what do you gonna hand the ball off to Debo Samuel? Maybe because he
Yeah,
can't get open and
yeah.
like
And
you got.
it'll be enough to beat the Bears because the Bears are absolutely that trash.
I mean, they are. There's no doubt about that. There's truth there. Speaking of trash, we don't got a single drop of it here, folks. We got a we got a competitive AFC West matchup. And the game that the Dolphins desperately need if they ever want to think about dreaming about sneaking into the playoffs, they need this Chiefs to win. Suddenly, the Miami Dolphins are Chiefs fans.
They've
Suddenly.
been Chiefs fans if you look at Tyreek Hill's social media.
So we have the Chargers coming to Kansas City for Sunday Night Football.
This is the win that'll put the champions in. I mean, we already in. You see the lights. We already got the wild card locked up, even if we don't win another game. But this win right here will clinch the AFC West. And there's just no way around it. The Chargers go down. Chiefs by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I don't care what it is. Chiefs win. Money line.
Yep, 12% of the public is believing in the Chargers. Good luck, Chargers. Sunday Night Football in Kansas City.
And
Let's
you know
go.
what we always say? We've been waiting all day for a Sunday night. Somebody hit the strobes. Good night. Like I said, this is the win. We are away from clinching. Well, clinching number one almost. We got to keep riding it out. But the AFC West is a lot. I mean, the playoffs already a lot. So we get in playoff Project Pat. And it really don't matter what situation. Almost, well, we can't see him in the lowest position because we too good. We 11-1. But I'm just saying, like, how many times he got to show y'all no matter what the circumstance, situation that he gonna get to this bowl. The championship game is gonna end up in Arrowhead. We're gonna be the number one seed. Even if not, we'll go on the road and do whatever we gotta do. Cause what we always said on this show for years, me and Mr. KG always said, road Project Pat is better than home Project Pat. We was talking about his away games more than his home games. So if any years was, I say any years, last year was a design for what's going on, you know what time it is.
Right. Good guy says he loves when people bet against the Chiefs. Easy money. Easy,
The
easy.
easiest money, the easiest
And,
you can
Un-
get.
and Unfazed says the mighty Oakland Raiders put in the world's mind about the put doubt in the
No, they
world's mind
didn't.
about the Chiefs. No, no.
No,
First
they
of
didn't.
all, I can tell you're still a Raiders fan because you're still calling them Oakland. You corrected Mighty, but not the Oakland part. But look,
No,
I got to give Unfazed his props. He did nail the Raiders over the Ravens upset, even though I tried to tell him it wasn't possible, told him it would never happen. I preached to him for hours and hours about how it was not going to happen during a UFC watch party, and sure enough, the
look.
Raiders did beat. They did beat the
Sometimes,
Ravens,
sometimes a dude hit a 5 leg parlay. It happens.
right?
Did a good job. But that ain't got nothing to do with what's going on. Y'all swept under the rug. I don't want to hear another Raider nothing. Who are they? Who
Yeah.
is that? Who are they? Y'all can't even play football. Y'all don't know the rules of football, and y'all not even in tune enough to even do a simple snap exchange.
Well,
So
you're a Raiders fan when it's Week 14 and you're talking about the NFL draft.
Man,
That's all I'm saying.
man,
Not to
we're
hurt
we're
no
talking
feelings.
about we're talking about the three-peat in February, setting off another good year, and they talking about the draft. They looking to April.
Yeah, we're talking about 33 Pete, and you're talking about the third pick of the draft.
Right. Good night.
Just built different. That's all I'm saying. All right, Monday Night Football. Monday Night Football. The nobody's put down in your souls. Nobody. No, no, that's not what
Not
happened.
no soul. We lost to the Bills as tradition because like Miss Casey earlier said earlier, we don't want to say football scripted, but if it is, obviously they got some kind of thing in effect where we can't beat the Bills in the regular season. There's no doubt because anytime we see Josh Allen in the playoffs, what's the end result? Us going to the Super Bowl. So if anything, we want that. We need that. We want it more than anything.
Yeah.
It ensures a trip to the Super Bowl if we're going to pay them. So there's that. Enjoy.
All right, let's we can bash on the Raiders all day. That's easy work. That's light work. Let's get into the big. They got to get relevant before I can take the beating on the
Arrowhead. That's
Raiders
Arrowhead
serious.
West West. We don't even
Yeah.
anybody. Like I said, who was that? Stop playing.
All right, we got the Bengals versus Cowboys. Yeah,
Uh
look, goodbye, or excuse me, the good guy said it best. Postseason is the only season that
oh
matters.
God. Oh God. And we getting Project Pat, Playoff Pat, Pat Vick, everything I call him under the sun. We getting the best player in football for the from when the playoff starts until it ends with him hoisting the Super Bowl trophy. We get more than a month's worth of solid football from the greatest of all time. So anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and go with the Cowboys because I will never. The Bengals are gonna bingle. I will never pick the Bengals unless it's reluctantly, unless it's a win that they should absolutely get. But like I said, they're not making the playoffs this year, and this is another stretch of that on the road. They're losing. I'm going with the Cowboys.
I'm going Bengals with a pointless win. They're winning for no reason. Just hurt your draft stock. This how you get to about number 12 or so. You win games like this. I can't pick the Cowboys. Cowboys are
I see why
garbage.
not.
I
They
can't do
play
it.
the Bengals. I don't
I
see how you
can't do
couldn't pick the Cowboys. You want to talk about two shit shows? Like I said, you just choosing the one that got the shinier turd because Joe Burrow playing. But I'd rather I'm going with the sludge. I'm giving the Cowboys.
I ain't mad at you. That's all I'm saying. Look, 4-8, 5-7. None of these games matter. Like, let's be honest.
Man, no playoffs in the future. None in sight.
Nowhere to be found.
But no, I'll say I got the Cowboys. Uh, they both trash though. Like I said, neither one of them matters. They got gonna have nothing to do with the Packers and the Seahawks in the NFC, and us beating whoever is bold enough to step up in the championship game.
Yeah, and just to go over it one more time, the Merry Christmas parlay of your teams that have given up. You're going to choose the Buccaneers over the Raiders. You're going to choose the Saints over the Giants, the Dolphins over the Jets, the
Ah, I
Titans
don't
over
know
the
about that.
Jags, and that's gonna be my four.
I don't know about that because them Dolphins is trash. So you might want to be careful on that. I'd rather take the safe bet and put the Chiefs money line on that one. But you do what you want to do. We all grown out here and gamble where it's responsible and legal.
I mean, it is slightly better odds with going Chiefs money line. It's not bad.
It is slightly better. I'm saying I will never pick these Jimmy Jams to win. I'm sorry, and their
I
season is
will.
a testament to. I know, and you've been doing it, and you ain't like the crow sandwiches ain't enough. Like we got to graduate to something else. You got to eat. I don't know what else it is. Maybe Arthur Bryant's. You got to eat Art. You need to drink a gallon of Arthur Bryant sauce. Get some
Mm.
chalk belly. He said, get some chalk, get some chalk down in there and make you wake up. Like, oh, okay, I
Yeah.
did the
I'm
wrong.
like, damn, is it that bad? Is it that damn
Oh God.
bad?
But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, that was your week's picks here. As tradition, you can go through the films, you go or the scrolls if you want to be old timey, check the lore, whatever your phrase you like, and see that we don't do nothing but nail these picks. If we off, it's only by one or two. We have more. Who you got for the Super Bowl picks? Good guy. I got the Chiefs and Packers in the Super Bowl.
And I've got
Yeah.
Chiefs Lions.
And I've been riding with it all year, and I'm gonna keep riding with it. And after the Packers beat the Lions this weekend, just another step on the way.
That's still Lions over Packers, but yeah, the
Yawn,
Packers will win this week.
yawn. Yeah, but yeah, the Packers got it. Super Bowl rematch of the very first Super Bowl, and then we take it home for the three-peat. What other way to make history than a rematch Super Bowl one and Jordan Love to beat Patrick Mahomes one time, so they got that storyline they can run with. It's just a perfect game, perfect mix, rivalry, and running back and stuff. And with Jacobs being a former Raider and stuff, all that stuff, bro. It just makes for the perfect story. You want to see Green Bay play Kansas City in the Super Bowl for us to solidify this three-peat and move into beyond history. That's
Right.
what I want to call it. Because we got to destroy the shit we can call it oblivion.
Mhm.
Anyway, folks, as tradition, I'm that dude with the beard. Mr. Casey, you got anything else for the folks?
I ain't got nothing for you. Get your wins this week, folks. Get your wins.
Boom, bam. Thank you, ma'am. Love y'all.